Welcome to episode 23 of the BMF Reverberation podcast on the Konfidence and Klutch network. New media, energy up, health as well. I'm Deezy, your host for today's podcast, man. What up, YouTube? Y'all know where we at right now, what we know so far. Just jump into it, man. Oh, yeah. I had a good time on the birthday, man. Went out to eat with the children. It was all good. We all had a great time. Kels came late, and it was all good, man. We all kicked and had a good time. All right, y'all. What we know so far, episode 305, Brian tells Henry he doesn't want to get in between her and her pops because her pops always has had his back, and Henry threatens to pull Kevin's protection. Brian asks Kev who beat him up and vows to get him up out of the jail. Brian goes to Jen asking for help with Kevin, and Henry shoots up Jen's pad, killing Detective Emberson. Brian goes to the morgue to see Kev's body. Maurice tells Lucille his feelings never went away for her. T tells this guy he needs to know Henry's every fucking move. His guy Daz. Peaches, what's the name? That was her name? Peaches. Peaches kills Mike, Big Mike. T lets Meech and T know Stax is playing them with the MKs. Meech goes to Techwood to try to broker peace against the MKs. Glock kills Rip and little homie, man, at the thing in the shootout. Current episode, Casualties of War. Synopsis. Meech plans to travel to St. Louis to link up with Jay Pusher. He hopes to build business in St. Louis and expand BMF. Terry returns to Detroit to welcome the new addition to the family. That ain't what happened in that episode. In this episode, that ain't really what happened, though. So they need to get this synopsis a little bit better. Because that ain't what this episode should say. Man. For real. But okay. All right. Recap of 306, where we at, y'all. We strapped in where we at. Beat is picked our way. We start with the most recent beat I put out on the track, man. Yeah. Okay. We good? All right, let's roll. We're there at Little Milk's funeral. That's what's my man name? Remy's guy, little man. They came in with the thing like, fuck these niggas, Remy. We got to get these. And then Glock killed him. We see T's homie funeral. They got killed down in Atlanta last episode outside of the club by the MKs. When we see Cass funeral. Damn, man. Casualties of War, the name is correct, but man, woof. Meech offers condolences to Little Milk's family and walks up to Remy and Claude, right? Remy says it's on site from here on out. And I'm like, for who? For Meech and them? Meech ain't the motherfucker that came in and killed your people and came to Techwood. Meech was coming to try to broker peace with y'all. Y'all ain't rolling because this out-of-town nigga from the old shit, man. You already done killed one of his guys and all that shit. We know what time it is, but you got to keep distance because you know your time is next. If I'm Remy, man, Meech trying to help your stupid-looking ass. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, man. You can't let nobody come in and take over your turf. I understand, Remy. So, you know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do to save self. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that to a certain degree. And BMF helped get, you know what I mean? Y'all had to get up out of there, but BMF helped. You know what I mean? Come on. Brian sees T laying his homie to rest, right? And goes over there and talks shit about he shouldn't have to share soil with Kevin with motherfuckers that run the streets and his son shouldn't be in the ground. Then he pushes T into the casket hole. Like, hold up, nigga. You can't even push me into the casket thing, into the dirt, fam. Like, damn, you out of order. But you know, T and his guys hooping, them straps come out like, yo, Jen flashes her badge and gun. Like, yo, the people at the funeral for Meech guy, they just start getting up out of it like, damn. So I'm thinking, yo, if this is the first scene of the episode, it's going to be fire. You know what I mean? Man, it was fire, yo. Fire. We see Duffy, he got a team. He's like, we having a team smoke for Rip and shit. And Meech wants to plant a seed with Claude, who is Remy's guy, to take Remy's throne. So it's like on some second in charge, gas him up to take him out from the inside, and then take over Techwood with Claude and kill Remy. Hell of a plan. Meech always got hell of a plans, though. And then once we merge with Techwood, take out the MKs. Great plan, Meech, but here we go. Meech always got some shit. Like T be saying, Meech, you always got some shit. But man, Meech be thinking like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He be thinking like a motherfucker. What we need to do is, if we can get the MKs to do, then they won't have no reason just to mess with us for our supply. So, we need to, look, I'm just saying, I know. But, if they just do it, they ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? If they violate, we got to demonstrate. You know what I'm saying? Meech be coming with it. Meech, I love Meech. Meech, man. Oh, shit. So, we see an infamous car scene with Meech on the phone, and T is calling him talking about, people in Detroit is bugging with all the heat that's coming through and the weight, and all the shit is going on, and Meech is like, dog, tell them niggas don't worry about it. They straight. Don't worry about it. And we see LaWanda, she's having contractions, and T, like, telling LaWanda, I want to dash shit with Henry for his kids, right? So we see Meech pull up to the crib, and this homeowner association lady come over and talk about on his ass about his grass height. And Meech, a fool, talking about the height of the man dicking you down while your husband is gone. Like, oh, you got to be a little bit more careful, stupid. So, and then we get an HOA lesson on how the home owners association basically separated the blacks from the whites. It was another way of segregation to be legal and shit. And, they had different things and certain creeds and shit. Like in Milwaukee County, there's 19 or 18 municipalities. And all but 2, Oak Creek and Bayside, had housing decrees that you couldn't rent or sell to black people. Black people couldn't even be in your house after 6 o'clock unless they lived there. And it was cleaners, like the maids type shit. Like, and then she was like, she walked away and like, cut your lawn. He was like, wash your sheets. Meech. Man, Charles, boy, let me tell you something, boy. When you used to a certain womb, cats like that womb. Charles loved that womb he got from that woman, boy, because he sure ain't had none in a long time. He coming up all giddy and happy, and he getting played though, Charles. Like she want another man, Charles, and you know that, Charles. So just because you give her some dang don't mean nothing. You just passing her by so she ain't got a pre-babe. You know what I mean? Like, man, you getting her off and hot for another motherfucker, man. That's how they do it, Charles. You know what I'm saying? But Nikki came down like, what? So this mean y'all getting back together? Because Charles all behind her, and kissing on her and shit. Like, man, don't be having my man looking crazy like that, man. And Lucille shut his ass down because Charles was like, yo, we working on things. Yeah, we working on things. I was tripping. So Lucille shut his ass down with Nikki ass and shit. Like, no, we still separated and shit like that. Then Reese called and Nikki looking at moms and ran interference. You got the wrong number, damn. And you see Nikki looking at my mom like, oh shit. You see Charles in the background watching the whole thing, right? So come on now, we involving the kids in this shit. That's a no-go, Lucille. Now you out of bounds. You talk all that guy shit, but then you involving your little daughter in the bullshit. But then you try to check her when she get on, like, why you doing this type of shit? Like, you can't have it both ways, Lucille. I get it. But then the punk-ass parents that do that. So Charles, he asked Lucille, what's up? I thought things was going well. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Charles told Lucille, what'd he say? Like, you chose me years ago over the doctor. I know you feeling this nigga, but you chose me years ago over him, and the best man won. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, Charles, stand up on your shit. But damn, nigga, like, I'm asking myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a birth, you know what I mean? And she was promiscuously challenged and shit, like something wrong with her. But when you know your wife want to be with other men, you out of power, G. You out of control. Ain't nothing you can do about that. You might as well, man, chalk that up as an L. Just knowing she can go be another man and still come home to your ass, you a fool. Nigga, like, we all, shit. Hey, that ain't no good feeling. When you blinded, nigga, you better see clearly now the rain is gone, because that ain't no way to be, Charles. You might as well chalk it up, B. T shows up to the gambling spot to talk with Henry and shit to settle the beef. Here go Henry. Why though? Like, she be, man, you don't know how to. She has to be a theater actress and shit like that. She's no Patina Miller though, for sure. She ain't Patina Miller. I ain't comparing the sisters. I'm just saying. You can tell she's theater, but she's dramatic theater. Like, shit. Like, she always put out that bullshit knife. She gon' throw that shit at T. If I was T, would have slapped her, like, for real. But you ain't punking me, bitch. What's wrong with you? But it's Ramadan. I ain't even supposed to be cussing. Henry ain't rocking with him, no. And threatened T that she's taking him out slow. I could have been took you out, but I'm taking you out slow, and I'm going to break down BMF slow. Hold up, fam. What are you talking about? How is she such a boss out here like that? This season 3. This season 3, and she out here super bossy, B. Like, yo, how is she the boss? Come on now. I think this is sloppy that she comes in. She always know where everybody at. She's super bossy, like the boss bitch of Detroit, and we ain't never have nothing with her the first 2 seasons. And she just popped out of nowhere. However, we got to remember we dealing with 18, 19, 20-year-olds, right? And they don't know the lay of the land and all that shit. So we introduced the real power players in Detroit. So I get it. I will say it's sloppy, but I understand. Because her father did say he heard she's trying to take over new territory. And he didn't like her doing that because she was fine with what she was doing. But she want to live her life and do it her way. So it's looking like she want to, she said she want to take over BMF territory. So, man, after they didn't buy the dope from her, that stepped on shit. Then she got the plug with the good dope, but they already got the plug with the big dope. So now we fighting who got the purest weight in Detroit. Like, yo, it's territorial. So Claude talks to Remy about teaming up with BMF. Now, I don't like that because they didn't show how the bug got in his ear to, yo, man, you the number one, really, nigga. You the man, B. I would have been nice to see that in the episode. Yo, you the man, B. Yo, man, you need to be running shit. I like your style, son. You know what I mean? We ain't seen none of that. But Remy ain't thinking. Claude told Remy to leave if he ain't on the line with Meech, though. That's sure what he told that nigga. Hey, man, this is what we can do. We can do this. We can do that. They got the pure way. Remy just ain't with no out-of-town niggas. But Remy knows time is very, very, very restricted left out here because he killed Ty. So we know what time it is. But like Claude said, they got no pure way. And some of our soldiers jumped to the MK. So, man, we got man, but we ain't got that dope. They got the dope. We got the man, and, man, we do what we need to do. We got the manpower. Manpower by the dollar, get it by the hour, man. What you want to do, man? Yo. So we see Jen with Brian at the precinct. How this motherfucker get to walk into the police precinct and chill by his desk? I don't know. He's under investigation. He ain't supposed to be up in there. So Brian lets Jen know Henry is a girl and he wants payback, right? Brian got officially terminated from the police department, and he was like, he looked at him. I thought he was gonna say, "Fuck you, punk bitch," but he just said, "Okay," and walked out. What the fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Okay, like sassy and shit, man. What's up with all that shit, Brian? You a G, Brian. We don't talk sassy to the motherfucker. Brian, man. The bullshit. So Jen, motherfucking employee of the year ass punk bitch shit. Let her captain know everything. Yeah, and I did this, and we did this, and we figured this out, and this and that, and that and this. And she was like, "Oh, really? So you the one that got my motherfucking officer killed. I got to plan a fucking funeral. Fuck you suspended too." Like, yeah, y'all on this wild goose chase. You motherfuckers ain't part of the task force. Y'all out here doing shit, and she dead, nigga. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. He has a point, though. Y'all was doing some shit that y'all ain't had no business doing, man. I mean, T is having a nightmare that Marquise was riding the man. She like, man, listen. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, right? So, why they always got La getting did up in these TV shows, man? I don't like that for her. Is that something she wants to do? They always having her get did up. She was doing up Tommy. She was doing up my man from the Shy. Damn. Oh, man, I can't remember his character name right now. And she doing up my man right now, like T, like, come on, man. Man. Woo. That's a lot. But maybe she like doing it. I don't think she's forced to do it. She must want to do it. Then he wakes up in bed with her, right? I'm like, oh, hold up. This nigga foul. LaWanda was having contractions and you out getting some wound, nigga? Come on, B. That woman, man, listen, man. And Markeisha bugging out on the shit he do. You be doing this and you ain't doing that. And then hold up. It's time to cut her loose and kick her out. Fuck that pussy. It ain't worth a G. And then he pillow talks with her and shit. Cause he got a little game to him trying to figure some shit out. But he making her think she winning and shit. But man, fuck all that. T pillow talks with her and she lets him know about Henry's father Blaze and from fucking with Boone and all that, and T was able to cross the T's and dot the I's and like, oh yeah, that's where woo and they old school cat and all that shit and all that was, oh yeah. So she was like, Henry's a number 2, she don't run shit, B, so go to her father, right? And I'm thinking, dope, hell yeah, good information, but still leave her ass, man. So Meech has a repass at his crib for Rip and shit, and I like Duffy. He's a G. You know what I'm saying? So T, we call T Tina. Tina T. T is her name. Tina. That's Mo's niece. Tells her they need more. He tells her they need more clients. You know, hey yo Tina. You know, we gonna need more clients. So I'm gonna need you to get on this at the shop and let them know we're open for business. Hey Duffy, I'm gonna make sure you need to know that they validated and you know what I'm saying, make sure they straight and all that shit. All right, Meech, we got you, Meech. All right, Meech. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they do it, fam. That's how they do it, fam. That shit be funny. It'd be random than the bitch little shit they be doing. At least they ain't got, they still be doing, hey man, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you for a minute, cuz, type shit. But they violate, we gotta demonstrate, nigga. That's all I know. So they trying to get shit more popping in the A. They know what's coming on. They know they finna get a little bit more customers. So they finna get this dope. So they got to be able to move this shit fast. Brian goes into Henry's hideout, knocking niggas out with butts of shotguns, blah, 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 blah. Then he walks in Henry. Henry just sitting at her desk and shit. Nigga, you walking in the room knowing it's another side right there. You ain't even addressed that side on some Call of Duty shit. You going straight for the thing, right? Somebody could have been camping right there, and somebody was camping there. Henry's with her father, Blaze, right? So Brian pulls out on Henry anyway. But Pop's like, nigga, yo, I understand you got shit going on, but I can't let you take out my daughter type shit. And then he told that nigga, put the shit down, he ain't put it down, and put that shit to his dumb, his nugget. Then the other two put their guns to his nugget too. You know what I mean? They got the drop on him, so it's a wrap for Brian right now. Brian got some balls walking up in there, though. But he know, yeah, because of Henry, his son is dead. You know what I mean? This shit ain't got nothing to do with Meech and T. It's Henry shit. He's working for Henry. His shit wasn't working out. She blaming you for shit that out of your control to a certain degree, and she took it out on your son. And man, stop it, man. Fuck Henry. Fuck that bitch. Duffy in his joint, I think they was bumping some Rip music. Duffy's riding by herself. You had Tina and T because they just left the repass doing stuff. And the Red Dogs, him or Duffy, right? Asking about what happened over at Techwood. He's like, I ain't telling y'all shit. They roughing them all up and shit. And then Meech like, Tina, man, what the fuck we gonna do? Like, man, we need to get the fuck up out of there. My thing is, were they supposed to get up out of there or go down with Duffy? If y'all man's getting hemmed up by the police, if you jump out the car, the police probably gonna kill you. Right? Like, hey, man, leave my nigga alone. You hop out the car, they gonna, hey, stay there, blocker. I thought I saw a gun. Like, man, real shit. So, man, that's tough right there. That's tough. Because you can fuck around and get killed fucking with the police like that, man. So, yeah, I think they did the right thing by getting up out of there. Man, that's tough one, though, man. Some motherfuckers might get out blazing at the police, though. How you like them apples? So Lucille comes up in Nikki's room, right, and give her some birth control. She's like, Ma, I don't need this shit. Nikki tells her, I'm not even having sex. And like shit, you need these pills more than me. Like, damn, told your mama, you know what I'm saying? You fucking too many niggas. You might need these birth control pills. You know what, your ass might come up pregnant. Talking about this, she's like, man, Reese been calling a lot of shit, and I'm trying to cover for you, moms. And Lucille checked, don't you ever tell me what I'm supposed to be doing in my motherfucking house and all this shit. Like, hold up, though. I get Nikki was a little bit, but you throwing that shit at her like, man, you know what I'm saying? Then she got you throwing her like, nigga, you got to take the birth control because you don't want her to get pregnant like T and Meech. Got 2 kids out here apiece. They got 4 kids together. She got 4 grandbabies. So she don't want the 5th. Told Nikki she wants the best for her so she won't be stuck like her. Uh-oh, stuck like her. What that mean? You ain't happy with my daddy? Look, remember, Lucille, Nikki, Charles, that's his daughter. That's Nikki's father. Like, stuck like her and my daddy, that'd be a real fuck you, bitch, number 2 from the kids. So, cat's out the bag. Told nigga she wants her to have a better life than her. Parenting 101. You can't tell your children, I don't want you making the same mistakes I made as far as having children young and none of that shit. You're telling your children you made a mistake and their mistake, right? And you also, Lucille is telling Nikki that I made a mistake having y'all and marrying your motherfucking father. Shit, that ain't what I want to do with my motherfucking life. Busting too many nuts, though, Charles' ass. You know what I'm saying? He liked his light-skinned coach. That's what's going on. That's what she's saying. Shit, that's some bullshit, though. And your daughter is telling you, Lucille, I'm not going to end up like everyone else. I see the shit, I watched it, and I don't want none parts of this shit, man. But Lucille ain't hearing it, though. That's a tough situation, though. Tough situation, though. Because kids be lying and shit. So as a parent, you just trying to protect her. Like, hey, baby, but shit, it is what it is. So we see Brian beat up, left somewhere. He had the sawed-off shotgun. He had 3 straps next to him and everything. So we see Blaze at the crib. He got all these art paintings up in his crib and asked him, are you a fan of so-and-so Johnson? And T like, not really. But T went over there to ask Blaze to help him with Henry, and they'll cut him a deal on the way. So y'all can stop getting y'all deal from y'all cartel. Y'all getting it from fuck with me. We'll take a cut just to get this shit together so we can take over Detroit together. Blaze said, you know what I'm saying, sometimes family business and relationships are more complicated than other people, and I respect you for coming through, and I can see what I can do, right? And I'm like, nigga, you the boss? You the boss. You the nigga. Like, what do you mean, man? Check the shit out of your daughter. This motherfucker, I mean, BMF ain't ever did shit to you, and y'all got y'all dope through, so man, please, check your daughter, fam. She wild and reckless any motherfucking way on everything I love. Fuck her. Fuck Henry. She got Kev killed. You know what I mean? She had Kev self-transition because Kev did some shit he shouldn't have did. So we riding for that, like Pac said. Fuck Henry. Can't wait till they put a bullet in her dome on everything. Meech is worried about Duffy, right? You know, all this shit. And then he talking to Angel, man, Duffy should have been out there. Can only hold him for 48 hours and all this and all this. And then somebody knocked on the door, right? And why did, hold on, baby. And walked over to, Angel walked over to Meech and kissed him. When she heard a knock on the door, like he was going to get blasted or something, the police was coming to get him. Like, what type of shit? They just be doing shit sometimes. They just be like, yo, what the fuck, B? It's the homeowners association lady out there tripping again. I told you about this grass, nigga. So that him and Angel go out there. She get this nigga a piece of paper. Yeah, we gonna pull this and do this, and we can get you up out of here and this and that. Oh, and Angel came on. Oh, we don't do this over here. Oh, nah, hell no. We got certain class over here, and she gave that shit to Meech. Meech liked that shit on paper, and they laughed at her ass, talking crazy to her ass. Fuck you, fuck the homeowners association, and fuck this grass, bitch. You ain't gonna do shit to me. No doubt, man. Motherfuckers be bugging, OB. Homeowner Association. Fuck all that. Oh, my God. So T got the crew at the apartment. He got new people in the fold. He got LaWanda's nephews. They go to college. They counting the money. Hoop's over there getting mad at niggas. Hoop stepping up in the organization. He like, these niggas ain't counting it fast enough and right. So T like, yo, man, he bought everybody Pistons jackets and sent them to the basketball game while he had something to do, right? So, but he sent to everybody. You know, LaWanda she was already having contractions. So I don't even know why T just been like, yo, shit, my baby gonna be coming soon. So I can't go to the game, but he trying to go do something else. Y'all know where the fuck he going. Claude comes in the restaurant where Meech is, right? Claude wants to know how this pure weight shit will work. Meech said he'll clear that robbery shit because they still owe him if they jump down. And Claude said Meech has to show he's down with Atlanta and shit will get popping. You all come down here talking this Detroit shit. I need you to make sure you take care of the motherfuckers that's down here in the A. And Meech's like, yo, I'm cool with that. He told Claude, though, to tell Remy what's on the table. Because now Remy got to make a decision. That was a smart move, right? Because now he can't say you trying to take him out. You tell him what's the offer. Now you give him that offer, he gonna have to accept, or you gotta get out and lay down type shit. He gotta get the fuck out, right? So we see Blaze having an event in his house, and we got Henry and Blaze and their cousin just standing there and shit. Like, it just look odd, motherfucker. You got all these people around here, movers and shakers, and your daughter here looking like she got the bodyguard and shit, talking to you in their own motherfucking house. It just didn't look right, that scene. So Blaze tells Henry she bugging, and he met with T. She convinces to keep bugging and making the scene all there. Why though? I don't understand, Daddy. Why you are tripping with me over this? I told you that I run Detroit, Daddy. Like, he needs to cut her fucking water off. That's what he need to do. He told her to make peace with T before she loses another cousin, or he will cut her off. Because they lost a family member with that ambulance shit. So you better chill. You make peace with this shit because it ain't worth it. We don't need no bodies to be dropping. All this shit is going on. You costing me shit. You costing my name and shit because it's shit that we can't get you for, but we need to be getting the motherfucker for. Uncorralled crime in the city of Detroit, stupid. She told him to stay out of her business. Oh, hell no, bitch. Listen, bitch, you tripping. You don't call your daughters bitches and shit, but that one right there, like, oh no, you know what? I'll cut off all your shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a power play. Like, he was like, man, I tried to make you the best of the best, gave you the best of the best. You want to dumb down this hood shit, so I just do the hood shit. Now you trying to be super hood. Like, this shit just fucked up. This is how I go, right? This is how I go. So Daz, that's T guy that works for Henry, that was getting the intel and shit. He was outed by Henry's cousin. Like, yo, I think Daz is woo, woo, woo. So we know it's gonna be time. It's gonna be his time to go. So we got Lucille all up in the thing, getting pretty and shit all in the thing. Where in the fuck are you going? Hey, where the fuck you going, Lucille? Chill out. Told Charles, I'm grown. I ain't gotta lie. I thought you was a God-fearing woman. I'm grown. I ain't gotta lie. Told Charles she going to dinner with Reese. Damn, Charles, you was just getting the pussy all kinds of ways. You ain't laying that pipes down strong enough, Charles. Man, she talking about, fuck you, nigga. I'm going out with Reese. Damn. Whew. Man. Charles said, that's all right. I'll give you all the space you need to figure shit out. Dope, Charles. Thanks, Charles, for being mature in the situation. I was tripping. Now she tripping. And she looked and she didn't know what to do then. Because she want Charles to be like stepping the fuck off to make her decision easy, but now, all that fucking shit. So Angel, when she had the before the HOA lady came in, she was talking to Meech about she can get some information from some assistant ADAs that be up in the club, right? Assistant district attorneys and shit. And I was looking, man, shit. She was butt-ass naked, though. Coochie hair and everything. Like, damn. She put her fingers in her cooch and rubbed her fingers, twirled it in the nigga's face and put it in his mouth. I'm like, oh, man. Damn. I was like, whoa. And he gave up that info fast in the bitch. I'm saying he tasted that little coochie, that little funky coochie, because you walk around that bitch, you popping that motherfucker. Yo, he gave up that info quick as hell. Talking about, I can give you more info at the hotel down the street. No, nigga, I don't do that no more. I work for myself. I ain't prostituting my, you know what I'm saying? And he gave up info about Greenie and shit, and the killers they investigating. Dope. That was dope. But man, she put her fingers in her. I was like, what's she doing? That's, man, she put her, man. Damn, Angel. Whew. All right. Jen's dad made her a meal at the restaurant, some egg shit, steamed eggs. And her dad tells her that she has to make a decision on if that's what she wants with her career, if it's worth walking through that fire. Because it's always great to learn. The dad always be hitting her with the hotness like, shit, you have to like this shit too hard for you. You don't have to do this shit. You can do something else. But if you're going to do it, do it. That's a father for you, though. We ain't got time for all that shit, man. Do that shit if you're going to do it. Don't be half-stepping, though. If you're going to deal with it, you better learn how to cope. You better learn how to cope. I'm here for you. I'll help you, but you better learn how to cope, B. So, see, Duffy shows up and meet y'all fucked up. Red Dogs got to him. Angel said Greenie is in jail and said Meech Greeny said Meech killed Big Mike, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation is looking for Meech. Fam, that was quick. She came home because dog gave her all the info, right? She came home right after the club. We should have at least seen Greeny snitching on Meech, though. Would have made a better part of the show. Then one of Meech's guys comes in and says they want him to testify against him for murder. So Meech has a meeting with the crew about leaving until the heat dies down because he got to get the fuck up out of there. He's supposed to have been going to St. Louis. That's why I didn't understand why they put that shit in the synopsis. You know what I'm saying? Was T Pusher, T Pusher. So he gave everyone money like, man, I'm gonna hit y'all. When I get here, I'm gonna take care of some shit, but here goes some bread. Angel said if she can't go, you know what I mean? Like, cause Meech's like, nah, baby, I gotta do this by myself. I don't need nobody. I gotta ride dolo solo. She could have just been chilling here, still working, but she need a nigga around. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She wanted people that need people. She can't be by herself. At a point in time, I was like that. I always had a chick. Always had to have a chick. Always had a chick. Nah, man. Love you first before you can do something for somebody else. And that's the message to Angel. For her life, this is what it's going to be. She don't want to feel abandoned. She don't want to feel left alone. So she says if she can't go, she heard Glock pay as well from her stripper buddies and shit. Damn, so you done, bitch. I done took you in. I done got shit with your nigga because of shit with your nigga now, you know what I mean? Now you telling the GBI on me and shit. Like me said, you out of circle of trust right now. Find a new crib. Peace. You know what I mean? Stupid bird shit. She done for that. We'll see T and Markeisha riding around, and T says she was right about going to talk to Blaze. Yeah, I'm always right. You know, I was the one behind Boone, and I always made Boone a better man. T, you know, we need to go on a vacation. Just me and you. Alone. Who else gonna go with y'all, motherfucker? They be doing some stupid shit, man. Y'all know they be doing some stupid shit. T said, you know, I can't go right now because, you know, LaWanda's going to be giving birth. And Markeisha didn't like that shit. Nigga. His one unrealistic motherfucking Markeisha now. She gonna have to go soon, T. So Lucille and Reese, we see the lady, she finna get to start singing and shit, and they had a dope ass spot with the live band shit. I'm like, yo, that's dope. That salmon looked good. Reese put it on her ass with the dance and shit. And she's like, what about this marvelous looking dinner right here in front of us? And he said, that dinner looked better than me. Yeah. They dancing and shit, like, and kissed her again and shit. Lucille is gone, G. That's the life she wants. She want that life. She don't want to be struggling working at Wendy's with drywall and holes in the wall and shit. But what about your kids, though? You can't give your kids that life that Marie's trying to give for you. Reese gets a beep, like, oh, shit. And he looked at the number like, shit, this your number. It's Nikki and LaWanda, and she's in labor. How fucking convenient. Mr. Dr. Maurice, this is Nikki, and I got your number because my mama had your car, and LaWanda's having contractions. She ain't, and the ambulance ain't coming in enough time. Punk ambulances in the city with the hood. And then we see T take Markeisha to the restaurant. Unsupportive ass bird. I thought we was going somewhere better than this. Damn. He's like, just wait till you taste the food, though. Like, you out of order, nigga. Like, I was like, man, I'm telling you, you need to get rid of her, B. So she pissed because he took him to his restaurant that you ain't never came to. That's what I'm saying. You ain't even supporting me, bird. Then she turned off his phone and his beeper. He said he got a baby, man, dog. Woo. Telling you, dog. Niggas be pussy whipped, man. I know he did it to get them information, but he pussy whipped too, man. I'm glad they called the restaurant, though. I'm glad that Nikki called the restaurant, that LaWanda was in labor when T didn't return the beep or the cell phone call. Punk bitch shit. You know what this is, you know what I mean? So Reese and Lucille show up, then Charles came home. But Reese got that shit, you know what I'm saying? He had his medical bag with him and all that shit. And we got a healthy girl, right? LaWanda told him when man, woo! Lord, no, I love me some LaWanda. LaWanda could be my girl, man. I'm fucking with LaWanda. Hey, LaWanda, where you at, baby? Like, for real. She is a rider. She don't play no games. Woo! T came up in there. LaWanda told him to back the fuck up. The cook gave him shut the fuck up. I know if you was with that bitch. I know where you was. Cook gave him up to he was with Markeisha when they called. Like, oh, man. Because he did tell the cook to take Markeisha home and shit. Because he ran up out the restaurant. And then Reese was like, it's okay, son. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. It's all right, son. You'll be all right. And Charles took T outside and told Reese, he's not your son. Charles, you know the view wasn't, nigga, chill. You know Reese wasn't on some dirty shit with T like, nigga, I'm going to take you as my son. He was just saying son instead of nigga. Chill out, Charles. Nikki went straight to take them birth controls upstairs. She's trying to throw up in her mouth. I ain't having that shit. So you saw that baby, saw that coochie. I'm telling you, there ain't nothing more beautiful in the world than to see your child come out of a womb, man. That's one of the most beautiful thing in the world, man. I saw all three of mine. We see Meech meeting with Claude one more time before he get up out of here and told him he's out. He's going to have to handle the shit until he gets back. Whatever you do, make sure everything handled. When I get back, when I make that call, nigga, it is what it is. We see Daz outside, got his piston coat on the car. You see people walk away from him. We see Henry. She rolls up on Daz, right? You like, Henry? She licks the rail of the... She licks the rail. She licks the rail of the fucking flamethrower, right? And then she lit his ass up. He just sitting there watching, though, like, what you think she finna do, fam? He just sitting there and get burnt the fuck up. So I just want to know, where the fuck did they get her from? Like, she fits in the story, but then I get it. We talked about it already. I'm not finna rehash all shit. But she has too much power and knows too much. She knew exactly where to find this motherfucker at every time, B. He ain't dropped no location of her, man. Like, this shit is crazy, B. All right, man. That's the episode, though. It had its moments, but it was better than 2 weeks ago. What was that? 304 when I was ready to stop doing this damn podcast? All right, y'all, let's get into it. Following episode, trailer predictions, what they showed us. LaWanda told T, you want to be a daddy? Stay up all night with your baby instead of wandering over to that ugly bitch over there. Man. Oh, man. I love her character. I'm telling you, LaWanda the shit. They're going to have to shoot the fade. G. LaWanda and Markeisha going to have to shoot the fade. I got LaWanda. I got 1,000 on LaWanda, nigga. Charles tells Lucille it's always been him and her, and that's what it's going to be. And Lucille said she would decide who she wants to spend her life with. Oh, man, I tell you, Lucille gone, B. It's everything she was telling her mama and auntie and shit. Damn, G. Spot's getting hot in the bitch. Remember, Lucille wanted to leave before Charles popped Mabel, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the chat, please. I think she wanted to leave before Charles popped Mabel. That just made everything better for her to bounce. We see Meech in the loo, right? And see someone get taken in the van. And then he tell the chick he might not make it. Bodies are bad for business. And then we see someone come through a door ready to shoot somebody. Here we go. Final thoughts for this episode is it was good. I need LaWanda and Markeisha to shoot the fade ASAP. Claude was a G, the way he was handling Meech and was talking with him and shit. It's time for progression. And the way he was talking to Remy, like, man, I came up under you. I wanted to do all this shit, but it's time to spread my wings type shit, dog. And if you ain't going to, this move makes sense. And if you don't want to do this, dog, you're going to have to get the fuck out. You're going to have to get the fuck out of Techwood. He told Remy that. So I'm looking at that. Bryant. The fuck is Bryant going to do next? I mean, right now, him and Jen can just go rogue like a motherfucker to go get Henry. I think Brian and Jen got to kill Henry. Brian and Jen, here's what's going to happen. Brian and Jen going to kill Henry, but they're going to make it seem like T did it. That's what Brian going to want to do because Blaze is his man. All right, y'all. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, man. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Share this joint, man. You know what I mean? Let people know what we're doing over here at the Confidence in the Klutch Network, man. This shit is light work for us over here, man. Hope it was fun and entertaining for you. Make you keep coming back, man. That's what we do over here. Get your confidence together, get your clutch together. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com and wherever you listen to your podcast. Search Confidence in the Klutch. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Follow us on X and Instagram at K&K. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch, man. You know what? We about this joint, man. Peace. We gonna let this bitch fade out, though, to this joint, though. Peace. Hey. I wasn't gone yet. I might regret not putting the bitch on for the fucking set. Riding in the city, man, with the little pretty thing. See if she can do me all types of different ways, man. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence.